How you guys doing? How's you guys' day going? My name is Severus. You can call me Severus or you can call me Jan. Um, hope you guys are doing well. I heard that there's a new dev update that's adding a bunch of things for League, and that we are getting a couple of new updates to items and like summoner spells or something like that. And I thought we could like take a look at it first. Um, or volume. I heard about Pandemonium already, but like it's supposed to be something about like the demons of Runeterra. Also, sorry for being a little bit late. Ooh.
Hey everyone, I'm Andre, also known as Medler. Paul, that's your line.
It's pretty funny how they did this.
I'm Paul, also known as Pabro. Today is March 26th, and we're here to talk to you a bit about what you can expect in Season 2, as well as...
Are they going to mess up the ranked or anything like that? Or are they going to
Quick
end
spoiler
ranked?
warning, if you haven't seen the Season 2 Act 1 gameplay trailer that went live earlier today, we'll pause for a few seconds so you can check that out.
Okay, welcome to Season 2,
Eh.
Pandemonium. In this
That's
season,
dumb.
we're moving to the outskirts of Demacia, where we'll be following Vayne as she does what she does best.
Okay, so it's
hunt down
Vayne.
demons. And along the way, we'll also learn a little bit more about her, as she deals with a few demons.
Have they updated Vayne's lore in a while? Or anything like that?
Keep an eye out for comics on Vayne coming out later
Okay.
this season for more
So
details.
that's what they're doing.
Alright, now let's jump into some other things you can expect to see in Season 2.
They haven't touched on Vayne for a
Starting off,
while.
We're going with the shorter season for this one, lasting a total of 6 patches instead of the usual 8 to make room for a longer season later this year.
As a result, we've also got Battle Pass changes to make it quicker to complete. So the amount of time it takes, relative to the length of the season, should be roughly the same. We're also going to be trying something
I
different.
feel like I ended the fucking battle pass super
Many of you
early.
have asked that we make them direct purchase, so we're going to be doing just that. In this season, the non-prestige Battle Pass skins will be available in the store, and taking their place on the Battle Pass will be fiendish mystery skin loot orbs that will drop a random demon-themed epic skin instead.
On the topic of skins, in the last update, we heard from quite a few of you that wanted to hear some more about upcoming skins, so we're going to do just that, starting with a short prestige list. Shaco and LeBlanc are coming in Season 2, and Vagar coming early next season.
Now, in terms of non-prestige skins,
I haven't
here's a
seen.
sneak
That's
peek
actually
at some of the other skins coming up this season.
I got getting a
Now, as you
prestige
saw
skin.
earlier in the video,
Crazy.
we've got a new skin coming for Annie, plus a few other champs that we're calling Pandemonium. And for those of you who haven't gotten a skin for their champion in quite a while, we've got you covered as well with Rain Shepherd Ivan and Project Quinn coming soon.
Yeah. How long is it? Like, which is the champion right now that hasn't gotten a skin the longest?
Where we spent a lot of time
Cooking
up for you. Hope you're excited.
Jesus
like
Christ,
me.
these are such
So
bad
let us take a look.
jokes.
Day Jobs. That was great, Andre, by the way.
It's killing me.
Day Jobs is making a return.
Oh, that's
to season
the
2.
Thresh
Next time
skin
we're
line,
trying out
or
a
like the
cooking
Mundo,
game, if you
corporate
couldn't tell
Mundo
by
skin
our
line.
Terrible puns.
Here's terrible puns.
Okay, thank you.
Making her debut as well is Breadsticks Aurelia. Don't let her get on a roll.
I sincerely thought that
I
was
going
Silver.
to say,
Don't know. Inspired by our delicious, wonderful code, Spaghetti a la Vel'Koz will also be serving on the rip later this season. And look, remember, when you're playing League, you're family. You don't always get along, but we hope you do. Alright, switching gears a bit, we want to talk a bit about the gameplay changes that we have coming for Season 2. We have some follow-up work on the Season 1 gameplay changes, particularly role quests.
Some of the most common topics that we've seen were uncertainty around where in lane you got top or mid lane role quest.
Yeah,
progress.
that was a whole
And
problem in
that
the
certain
beginning.
champions who prefer to proxy or roam, like assassins or singed, were struggling to keep up with role quests as a result. So, we've adjusted where you get your progress for your role quest in lane,
Thank God.
and how forgiving it is.
Yeah, that was one
To
of
be
the
clear,
early
you'll still need to
changes.
come to lane some of the
I
time
believe.
to progress on your role quest, but you won't be penalized for doing the things your champions want to do.
Additionally, we've adjusted the rewards for top to provide more experience for team fighting and swapped the mid-lane empowered recall for 6% bonus AD and AP. Our
Oh,
goal
that's
with
so
this
nice.
is to better reward the variety of classes and champions that get played in these roles, rather than mainly rewarding split pushers in top lane or non-roaming
That's
champs
so much
and-
better.
and to provide some
Empowered
scalable
recall for a
for mid-laners
6%
as well.
increase in AD and
Outside of
AP.
role quests, we're
That's
investing
so
in some
good.
longer-term work to expand build diversity for a lot of champions. This will show up in things like item adjustments, new keystones, and better supporting alternative builds to increase strategy and creativity. So think things like AP Israel, or ADC Kennen, or attack speed Sinjao.
One of the ways you'll see this in Season 2 is the return of 2 runes, Deathfire Touch and Storm Raider's Surge. Both keystones will be in the sorcery tree, with Storm Raider's Surge replacing Phase Rush. We also have a
Oh,
variety of
they're getting rid of Phase
other
Rush.
items, including Dusk and Dawn, 2 new starting items, new Omnivamp boots, and the removal of Trailblazer and Opportunity.
We also wanted to talk briefly about the next new champion coming to League. They'll be coming out in Season 2.
Yeah, I heard about the Omnivamp
spoil
boots.
too much right now. We do
That's
want
gonna
to
be
let you know,
crazy.
though, that they are a AP mid lane assassin, and you should expect to hear more about them in a
AP mid lane assassin.
All right, we're going to pass
Like, we
things
don't
over
have
to
enough of
Arno
those
and Mike
already.
to talk about some updates we have planned for Arena.
I mean, you can't, like, yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Eduardo Riot Cadmus Cortejoso.
And I'm Mike, Rogue Fulbrice, lead designer on Arena, and we're here to talk to you about Arena.
We've got a lot of information to share with you, so we're just going to go straight into it, starting with events. Events are new ways to experience Arena with an added twist.
Mm-hmm.
For this season, we'll be introducing 3 events starting in patch 2610.
Our first event is going to be 3x6, aka 6 teams of 3, 3 players on each team. No longer do you have to leave a friend behind to enjoy Arena, as long as you don't have more than 2 friends. Anyway, having 3 players on each team should help create a wider variety of team comps.
Wow.
And allow more champions of each
They're
type
doing
to have
3v3s.
success.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Meanwhile, having fewer teams comes with the benefit of allowing you to learn other teams' play styles and matchups when you go back to rematch them again, and keep that in mind. 3x6 will stay on for 3 patches, and after that we'll be switching to a longtime community ask, Bravery.
Are you tired of going up against people playing Yumi, Alistair, or Zyra and Shaco? Well, this is your time to shine. This is something many of you have been asking for, and we're here to
Ultimate Bravery
Everyone
Arena.
in the lobby will automatically be opted into playing Bravery. If you really don't want to leave it to good old-fashioned chance, you'll still be able to pick from a few random crowd favorites every game. This should help reward players that are able to play flexibly and adapt to any situation or champion that they get.
Finally, our last event for the season is Swift Arena. In this event, we're looking to make games of Arena faster by limiting the number of teams down to 4. This means
Oh,
you'll
okay,
have
cool.
more reps against each team. You can take advantage of knowing their play styles and getting more games if you're running short on time. And then after that,
Well, we haven't decided on what happens after. We're planning on using learnings from these different events to better understand what elements of
They
Arena
really liked the
really
arena,
resonate
how
with
like it came out.
in the meanwhile, we think events
I really
are
hope it
something
doesn't mess
that
up
will
with,
keep the game
like,
fresh and
mayhem.
exciting throughout the season.
So, alright, that's everything on events, but we have a bit more in store for Arena this season.
Next up, we have a brand new map called the Petrosite Grove. The Petrosite Grove is on the outskirts of Demacia, with large walls and plenty of places to hide. But be careful, there are also mining bombs, used to mine Petrosite scattered throughout the map. When struck, bombs will roll before exploding, damaging opponents and plants in the area. If you strike a bomb with an immobilizing effect, they'll explode instantly, allowing you to blast your opponents to pieces.
Did they spawn back?
The next
Looks like it
feature
did.
we have coming to Arena is augment levels. Augment levels let you supercharge your favorite augments by making them stronger and adding some new effects like Fan the Hammer, for example, firing more missiles. Once you've picked 2 augments to level up, you can use your future choices to upgrade them instead of just adding new ones. We really wanted to empower players to
That's
lean
cool.
into the augments that they have the most fun with and raise their high rolls to new heights.
And speaking of high rolls, well, you can still only have 4 augments most of the time. Augments will be offered much more frequently this season, allowing you to select a new augment, level an existing one, replace one with one of a higher tier, and in Round 8's new crafting round, you can fine-tune your build by choosing to gain an extra augment slot, sacrificing one of your augments to power up the
This is
rest.
kind of
And
boring.
last but not
I'll be
least,
honest.
what would be an update to Arena without augments and guests of honor?
We have over 20 new reworked Guest of Honor coming up throughout the season. Some of these will include Nocturne, who will create dark zones around the map, and Shaco, who will create chaos and make all your augment rolls random tiers.
We won't be listing out the rest here, but you can expect a few more demon-themed guests to make an appearance. As for augments, we've got over 30 new ones.
I like
some
it.
coming from Mayhem Mayhem.
I haven't played Arena in a while, but it looks cool.
That's it for Arena's updates this time around. Be sure to check out all the changes we have talked about and a few that we didn't, and we'll see you in the Petricite Grove.
Hello again, gamers. I'm Dashi Jador.
And I'm Riot, call me KT.
WASD has reached a big milestone that we're
I
excited
don't want to hear about.
WASD will be available in ranked starting in
God,
patch
fuck.
26.9, coming out with Season 2.
First, we want to give a big
I haven't
thank
heard
you to
anything
hundreds
about
of thousands of
WASD.
players who tested WASD at various points of development. Your feedback was instrumental in getting what we call ranked ready.
But Kelly, what do we mean by ranked ready?
Well, when we began rolling out WASD, we did so in unranked queues first, so that we could address any bugs or unintended interactions.
Has
before
anybody been
updating
using,
online.
like,
Of course, we wanted to make
WASD
sure
for
the whole
movement
new
and stuff?
control scheme would be balanced, both in perception and in practice.
So,
After
like,
extensive testing, analysis,
they
and
reworked it, right?
adjustments, we've gotten to the point where WASD has reached a similar performance level as point-and-click controls. There's still a small delta in the win rates between the two control schemes, with point-and-click having a minor advantage. We expect that difference will
That
increase
shouldn't be
over
the
time
case,
as
right?
players gain more mastery with WASD, so we'll continue
Like,
to monitor
I
Tomorrow,
didn't mean to do that.
You can configure different keybinds for all of your mates. I suggest hopping into the practice tool so that you have plenty of time to explore the new options before minions spawn. And last but not least, we've been recently improving several of our accessibility options.
I didn't know
for all of
what
our
I skipped right there.
These changes include expanded keybind support, enabling remapping of your mouse, as well as increased cursor size, just to name a few.
For those interested, more detailed information.
Oh, thank God.
on
Cursor
every
size has
configuration
always been a
can be
fucking
found in
problem.
a new dev blog coming out today.
We first set out on this journey.
I thought
when
you,
we
like, you
discovered
used
that
to be
new
able to,
players
like,
sometimes struggle
make
with
it,
League's
like,
traditional
massive.
point-and-click control scheme. With WASD officially becoming an option in all of League of Legends modes, we hope that everyone can enjoy
God,
League with
ranked
whichever
play is
control
gonna be
scheme they find most
insane.
intuitive. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the Rift.
Alright, we also wanted to give you a heads up on something we've been working on. A really frustrating experience in League is having your game ruined by someone just straight inting. And while you can report them, and they will get punished, you still have your time wasted stuck in a game you had no chance of winning because someone decided to troll.
Starting in a few patches, you'll be given an option to vote to end the game early when game-ruining behavior is detected. This will
What?
function much like when there's an AFK teammate. Once the system detects that a player is intentionally feeding, doing something like selling all their items or running it down or whatever, the other players on their team will be offered a surrender vote.
Okay.
If that vote, which does not include the inting players, goes through,
Oh,
the game
okay.
will be ended then and there. Players on the allied team will be LP neutral. Players on the enemy team will receive full LP, as though they had won. And the offending player, and if they have won their pre-made party, will all lose LP. And of course,
Okay.
the offending player
Okay. Wait a second. So, if it detects an inting player, it will start a surrender vote, leaving out the inting player and their pre-made. And then if you get the surrender vote, pretty much the game goes off as like a remake pretty much for the ally team. And then the enemy team is, they get full LP. Okay.
will also receive
Jesus.
punishment.
Another update we wanted to share is that we're going to begin rolling out a new Discord integration with the League client, starting with a beta in the US, Canada, and
Oh, I
Brazil.
heard about this. I saw
In
something
short,
about this.
You'll be able to link your Discord and Riot accounts to easily invite your Discord friends to in-game parties, see who's playing, and join League lobbies via party links.
And when we say easily, we mean literally from your friends list. No alt-tabbing necessary. Party links allow you to copy and paste a link into your Discord server, socials, or stream to invite all your friends to join, so no more manually inviting one by one.
Players in the US, Canada, and Brazil will be able to connect your Riot account to Discord starting tomorrow.
Oh
We'll
boy.
continue to test and refine over this beta.
Oh boy.
And plan on expanding to additional
I'm gonna get
regions with
spammed.
update patches.
I am
To
gonna
be
get
clear,
spammed.
This is different from the in-game team voice that we talked about last month. We don't have any news on that right now, but if you're curious about how we're approaching team voice, check out the dev blog we recently released.
Alright, so that's pretty much all of the major updates we've got for you today. But before we go, we do have a few smaller things that we wanted to give you all a heads up about. First off, some of the League team will be showing up at Gamescom in Brazil at the end of April, so do be sure to stop by and say hi.
Next up, your shop is coming back on May 5th, and
Okay.
the Blue Essence Emporium will be coming out the following week.
Thank
May
fucking
13th.
God. I have so much Blue Essence, and I have one title that I want. Okay.
Live game modes, including things like Mayhem and Arena that weren't previously supported.
All right, so one last thing before we go. We have some content from all of you that we wanted to highlight, so let's take a look.